I want to express my thanks to every Warm Welcome Space for the contribution you offer, the service you give, and the difference you make. For from small beginnings 2 years ago, Warm Welcome has already become one of the most successful community initiatives, supporting 4.5 million visits in 4,000 spaces across the country, from places of worship, libraries, museums, to sports halls and community centres. Now, as someone who was involved from the outset when the idea was first conceived, I want to speak to you as you prepare for the coming winter. Last winter, Warm Welcome Spaces supported on average 120,000 visitors every week. And indeed, in our surveys of the first 2 years of operation, we found that over 50% of guests said that without the spaces, they would have been at home with the heating off and thus alone and in the cold. And they told us it wasn't just the physical warmth that made a difference. These spaces had a profound impact, reducing their isolation and loneliness. They offered not just the warmth of heating, but the warmth of friendship. That's why so many Warm Welcome Spaces have now become all year round meeting places for people to talk, entertain each other and be entertained, and to find friendships they never had before. And so what started as a palliative through the energy crisis has now become a national institution. Today, almost 2 out of every 3 people are within 30 minutes of a Warm Welcome Space in their community. But that's not good enough. We have set ourselves a new mission for the next year to ensure that 100% of the population has access to a Warm Welcome Space within walking distance. And to make our offer to welcome real, we will this year aim to ensure that instead of just 1 in 5 people knowing where to find their local space, all will have the chance to know what is on offer. As the famous writer E.M. Forster said in his book Howard's End, "Only connect, live in fragments no longer." He was expressing before the Worst World War his fear about a widening gulf between people living side by side in the same communities who did not even connect with each other. Now we have a new way we can connect with each other, meet each other, talk to each other, learn from and help each other. A few weeks ago in July, during the height of summer, I spoke at a round table with representatives from electricity, utilities and other companies. And they were pledging their resources to ensure that Warm Welcome Spaces can be properly heated and financially supported this winter. So now a growing coalition of partners representing the worlds of charity, faith, business, government, and philanthropy are coming together in this unique way. To make this possible, we are creating nothing less than what I call a chain of hope. Warm Welcome Spaces in every community and neighborhood, linked to further spaces across the country, bringing people together. And everyone has a role to play. You can all do something to help, as supporters or partners, whether as the provider of spaces, the volunteer at the spaces, or the funder of the spaces. And working together, we can drive out the worst of Britain by bringing out the best in Britain, unlocking the power of community and creating a more deeply connected society made by and for everyone. Join me in taking the Warm Welcome for All 100% pledge this winter and make every community a warmer, friendlier and more hopeful place.